it's James from Marketing for Restaurants, and welcome to team training video number 1. If this is the first time that you've seen this video, then it's probably your first day at Marketing for Restaurants. So welcome, congratulations in getting the job. What we've got in store for you is a series of videos to help you understand restaurant marketing and marketing for restaurants. So the first video is where we talk about our culture. We're going to go through who we are, what we do, and why we do it. We'll go through our key values, which is kind of the secret sauce for how we deal with our customers, deal with the team, and it keeps everything all humming along and growing really quickly. Remember, some of our products are growing at 8% per month, so making sure that everyone understands our culture is really important and pretty tricky. We're then going to go and talk about our product set. So we've got lots of products, starting with free information, particularly from our blog and other area and our email newsletters, which go out to restaurant owners, because we are acknowledged as experts in restaurant marketing. So just as an example, here's the latest edition of Pizza Australia. On the front cover, 7 online marketing scams. Okay, by Marketing for Restaurants. That's one of our articles. This is a great magazine. An article on menu engineering, which is really interesting. I wish I'd written that one, but I didn't. And if you have a look here, there's one on mobility and importance of having your website optimized for mobile phones. Okay. That's another article written by us. And that goes on to our next product, which is we have a database of restaurant marketing and bookings. Okay, so a lot of restaurants do marketing and they use the tools that we provide them. They have a website which drives people, their marketing drives people to their website, which is our websites. And then they make a booking on our free online restaurant booking system. So from woe to go, we can see that flow. There's an old saying in marketing, 50% of your marketing works, 50% of it doesn't. The trick is to know which is which. Well, you know what? We know which is which, because we can see, we've got that visibility. And it's not the visibility for just one restaurant, it's the visibility across restaurant marketing, because we see so many of them. We answer one of the fundamental questions that small business owners and restaurant owners never get to know, and that is, how well is my restaurant doing? How well is my website doing? So we actually send out an email once a month to all of our customers saying, you know, you're in the top 10% or you're in the bottom half. You know, here are some ideas to increase the traffic to your website and, more importantly, bookings. So that database, that's what we've got a patent application in for. It's also Microsoft in Seattle, when they heard about what we were doing, because we reached out to Microsoft for some help in putting the database together, they said, wow, that's really innovative. We haven't seen anyone else doing this. Would you like some support? And they actually kicked in $60,000 worth of support to help us build this solution for restaurants, because no one else is doing it. So that's pretty cool. We've also got the websites. Okay, so the websites are really important. It's the hub of the marketing for a restaurant. Ours are optimized for mobile out of the box, because we know that 50% of people are looking at it either on a tablet or on a mobile phone, and it's really important that you're optimized for those users. Some great SEO, really, really good SEO. We've got a process that delves into the niche marketing opportunities for each and every restaurant that we look after, and we present that in a great way to all of the search engines. We actually sent a developer to Google's headquarters in Mountain View to talk with their search team about the best ways of promoting restaurant websites online. So that's a great competitive advantage. We take our SEO really seriously, and we do a great job of it. The websites contain a database so that the customer can actually, the restaurant can actually build their own database of customers and send out emails to it. Really, really, really important. Automated birthday campaigns, a whole range of things which we'll go through in the product video. We're then going to talk about our customers. Okay, so to help a restaurant owner, you've got to understand what it is like to run a restaurant, the struggle that they're under, because it's a really tough gig. It's very, very hard. They're very time poor. They often don't have great IT skills, and it's very low margin. They work very long hours because they can't afford to get people in to cover their other shifts. So that's a very important part for to understand about restaurant owners. They're very time poor. We also go through who our ideal customer is, and we talk about the 3 Gs of a restaurant. Great food, great value, great experience. If you've got those 3, then you're probably doing pretty well. Or are you? Because often what they're missing is great marketing. And I'm just sick and tired of seeing restaurant owners where you go in there and the food's fantastic, it's very, very cheap, and you have a great experience, and you think, wow, why is this place only half full on a Saturday night? And it's because often they're being outmarketed by a restaurant down the street that isn't as good as what they're doing, but they're just better marketing. So that's what we do. We try and provide those little husband and wife restaurants with the great marketing that they need to get the word out there. You don't want to have the best restaurant that no one's ever heard of. We then talk about our competitors, and there's a few of them out there. I don't need a website. I'm just using Facebook. My best friend's dog is making a website for me. Can't I just use Wix? Can't I just get a WordPress template? We've heard them all before. We literally spent $250,000 on R&D to build this system. It's got cutting-edge SEO. We know that our customers increase in traffic. So if you build it yourself, or if the restaurant builds it themselves, then they're not going to have the advantage of all of the great products that we provide. I've actually had people who've said to me, you know, oh, we're just gonna build one ourselves, and it's like, oh, okay, so here's the product spec that we do. We send that out to people. This is what it's got to do, and they have a look at it and they go, oh wow, it's too hard. Or they give it to a web developer, and the web developer says, yeah, sure, I can build that. It'll be 10 grand. That's how many. That's all of the feature set that's in there. It's incredibly rich. It's awesome. We're then going to talk about online booking companies like Dimmy and Book a Restaurant. Okay, it's really, we think that those guys are more of a business to consumer play. A couple of reasons. One, they charge the restaurants either per seat or per table for each booking that comes through their systems, which really, you know, clipping the ticket through on a transaction like that, that's really sort of, you know, 2008. You know, the web has moved on. And those kind of transactions, which literally the system to do online bookings is not super complicated. So we don't think that there's a real business model there. The more insidious risk that you run when you're using a company like Dimmy is, of course, when a customer makes a booking with a restaurant, they take that customer's contact details and then they start sending out 50% off coupons. So they're devaluing the restaurant experience, and effectively the restaurant is sharing their customer details, and they're paying for the privilege of doing so. So we'll go in depth about why we don't think that those sort of companies are good for the restaurant industry as a whole, and we'll talk about why we don't think it's good for an individual restaurant. So without further ado, we'll crack on with our culture. Thanks.